Did you know, in Australia, museums play a major part in tourism? In 2014, the number of museum visitors in Australia reached 17 million. Market surveys show that roughly 23% of adults and 41% of children in Australia visited museums at least once every single year. Along with the tourism increase in Australia, this trend will keep going, and by the end of 2020, the number of visitors will realise an increase of 150%. Did you also know that the satisfaction levels of museums do not seem to keep pace with this trend? 30% of international visitors will encounter language barriers in understanding the art displays and pieces in these museums. 20% of visitors had expressed difficulty in finding the location of smaller and lesser known museums. Only 1/3 of museums have a mobile application.
So the package for the museum would have to be well proposed to be economically viable for us. But one of the advantages, particularly in tourism, is we're very far away from everybody. We are down a small alleyway, up 3 flights of stairs. People in the university find it hard to find us, let alone people outside. So to have maybe a Sydney-wide tourism app that includes this museum, that would be advantageous to us, just to get people to find it, to know what is here, and to be able to say, oh, I will visit, or it's not for me.
So how are we going to solve this problem? Our answer is an app called Mulook. Mulook is designed to be a one-stop platform for anyone who is interested in museums. It features a user-friendly, simple design and all the information you would need in the palm of your hand. It is a dynamic mobile application that will allow museum visitors to get access to complete information about the museums, such as a virtual audio guide of exhibitions, museum maps, museum events, and notices. This is how Mulook will work. After downloading Mulook, simply type in the museum you are interested in, or find a museum near your current location. You'll be linked to a page where you can find an introduction, an audio guide, and even directions and travel tips. Sounds great. Let's hear what these curators have to say.
I think the proposal for a one platform app for museums across Sydney and elsewhere would be fantastic. It's something that is a challenge for us. We have 3 museums spread out on campus and with 3 very different collections, and so the idea of having something that any visitor can access would be fantastic, and it could provide a whole lot of information that is currently not available to most visitors.
The development of an application is particularly interesting to the museum world in its relationship to the teaching and research of the university life, and if an app could be developed that enhances the university's ability to use the museum collections, that would be great.
The pathway of Mulook to the market. The first stage. Deloitte sets up the team and provides the technology to develop and design the app and database. Then partners with the museums to get access to the audio guides and the museum's database, and uploads this information to the platform. The second stage. Obtaining support and funding from the National Trust Partnership Program, which provides ongoing funding to support activities that increase public awareness, understanding and appreciation of Australia's cultural heritage, with cooperation from the Australian Government to implement this project. The third stage is about marketing. The app can raise popularity and awareness through some media channels, such as advertising on TripAdvisor, which is a travel advising website and has had 32 million downloads on their app. It can also be marketed by some magazines such as Australian Traveller, as well as other social media channels. There are also some potential risks. Firstly, the museums may not be willing to support Mulook at the first stage. Secondly, the initial capital may not be sufficient. Thirdly, there may not be enough users when the app is in its early stages. But we have set up strategies focusing on mitigating these risks. The value created by Mulook is estimated to be 99 million. According to our calculations, it can also save 6 million. So Deloitte, I urge you to come on this journey with us and make this project a reality.